Hey guys, Pyro here, and today is part 2 of my Warframe noob guide for anyone who wants to start out with Warframe. So let's get into it real quick. First of all, right now, I just got a login reward. Basically what login rewards are basically every time you log in the game consistently, then they will always give you a login reward. Consistently, the more times you do it, they give you better login rewards, such as Orkin Catalyst blueprints, Orkin Reactor blueprints, and speaking of which, I still have to explain that stuff. So, let's get to it. Accept it. Oh, and I think it just reached level 10 because of that Warframe login reward. Okay then. Let's start out with the Orkin reactors and catalysts in the game that I haven't explained yet. So right now I just got a reactor just by building it. So just hit to upgrade, and then you'll see this tab right up here. It'll say upgrade. Basically this in my previous video on the Warframe tutorial on the modding system, I said that the total amount right now is 2 without an Orkin reactor or Orkin catalyst that is installed. Orkin reactors are for Warframes and Orkin catalysts are for weapons. Basically what they do is they double your mod capacity. So as you level up, you will, instead of getting 1 point for every time you level up, the max level is 30 for a weapon or 30 for a Warframe, so logically you will have 30 mod slots once you have fully upgraded or ranked up a weapon or a Warframe. But Orkin catalysts and Orkin reactors basically double. So every time you level up, you will always gain 2 mod capacity. Now this is very, very helpful for really advanced builds, caster builds, and yeah, all the high level missions on Pluto. It's very helpful. So right now, you can check if you have your Orkin catalyst or an Orkin reactor just by going to the foundry and just scroll down to look at it. So right now I have an Orkin reactor. Let's see. You can always Orkin catalyst, as I said, is for weapons, like a blue version of an Orkin cell, and an Orkin reactor is like a yellow version of an Orkin cell. So basically, let's upgrade my Hydroid. Let's install a Orkin reactor, cause he's a Warframe. Upgrade, install. So note that my mod capacity right now, well, the remaining is 0. Then it'll double up right now. Actually, let's see, my Hydroid is level 2, so if I do put on Orkin reactor, it will give me 4 slots in total so far. So let's do it. And there we go. We have 4 mod capacity in total, and we still have 2 left to spend. So I can upgrade some of these, well, yeah, I can just upgrade Tempest Barrage if I wanted to, or install a new mod, or anything like that. Something I haven't explained in the previous video is aura mods. Basically, aura mods, let's deinstall this shit. Yep, that'll work. So basically what aura mods tend to do, nope. Guess I'll just put that away. Now it should probably work. Okay. Basically what aura mods are like these little cards. Like there's a little symbol to the left away from this 510 mod capacity for a Warframe. Basically what aura mods, as I said in the previous video, they all affect your teammates too. So You can detect if it's an aura mod by just looking at the card, and it should say aura right there. Aura, aura. There we go. So basically, there's also symbols for aura mods too. Aura mods, instead of losing mod points from this bar, it actually increases it. You can look at the arrow on the top right of the card, as it shows a symbol that goes up. So if I were to equip enemy radar, it would give me 4 mod capacity instead of 2, because it's the right symbol for this aura mod. So let's do it. 4. So aura mods are very helpful, and you should really need them in big builds. They also have an advantage, so you should always have them on if you have one. Now, if you do not have an aura mod that is the right symbol, such as, I think I have one, physique. This one is like a defense polarity. So if I were to put that, it would only give me 1. Halves it. This is actually supposed to give you 2, but if I put it on here, it'll only just give me 1 because it's the wrong polarity. So let's install that back on. Now I put my shit back on. So let's see. And flow. Okay. So another thing that I haven't explained in the last one is basically if you put cards on the wrong symbol, then they will have an extra much more cost. So say oh my god. Say if I were to put that on, it's red right here instead of being its normal 9 on a neutral slot. It would increase it to 11 capacity. So you want to avoid that, but sometimes you can't. But this can be resolvable by Forma. Now Forma is basically something, it's like a prestige. Basically, once you reach your weapon to level 30, you have the option, or a Warframe, you have the option to install Forma to your Warframe. Basically what Forma does is once your Warframe is level 30, such as my Ash, you will gain the option to polarize. I think that's how you say it. So once you do install the Forma on to the Warframe or weapon, basically it levels it all the way down to 0. Basically you have to reach it to 30. But when you install the Forma, it will give you it will ask you what symbol do you want to change or do you want to add. So this is very helpful for, say, big builds. If you want to change some stuff, you want to have more mod capacity for another mod on your Warframe or weapon. So it's very helpful. This would work very well with, let me give you an example of a gun. The Soma. This thing's OP as shit, so it would really need Forma on it. So you can Forma as up to 6 times, I think. No, there should be much more, but you don't really want to go up to 5, 6, because I don't think you will have you don't need that much mod capacity for new mods. Okay then, let's go. Oh yeah, whoops. Let's go on to gear. Basically, gear is basic health restore, ammo restore, all that good stuff. You can always buy gear blueprints to actually get this stuff in the market. Just click equipment, and then you just go to gear. And then they should have some blueprints on gear items. They can do cipher blueprints. Basically, when you're hacking, when enemies lock doors, you can use these. Just go through the hack without even hacking. Health restore blueprints, ammo restore blueprints, energy restore blueprints. They're little bonuses that can help you if you need it. You can access it by pressing Q on your in-game. And then let's get on to Sentinels. Sentinels basically have the same modding system as let's say Warframes, because they need an Orkin reactor to double its mod capacity. Right now I do not have a say an Orkin reactor because I'm not getting very serious into the Sentinel builds. Of course there's rare mods, but there's some mods who do not have ticks on them, who do not need upgrading. Like example here is coolant leak. This one you do not need to, because it just does it. So special mods like that are always very rare. And let me explain clans next. Clans, basically you can form clans to, you know, build a dojo. A dojo is a secret hideout kind of thing where you can play with, you could duel friends, you could trade in there, make some decoration if you're like the architect, if you like that stuff. You can build your own dojo. You can invite lots of players in them. There's different, you can all look it up on the Warframe wiki if you want to get very detailed into it. So that's just the brief introduction to dojos. Now I said I was going to come back to the mail. Basically it's because it gets certain enemies can mark you, like say, let me just say all of them. I think the Harvester, the Grewstock 3, and the Stalker can mark you, and they can send you a mail. Basically it's saying they're like pissed off and they're gonna hunt you on any mission. Well, not any mission. Grewstock 3 only for Grenier, Harvester for only Corpus, and basically Stalker can go in any because he's a stalker, of course. And Lotus can give you, so see, this is from like Counselor Vahek, and he got pissed off at me, so he's probably sending the Grewstock 3 after me, but I still haven't encountered them. The Grewstock 3 are very special in their abilities, and yeah. There's also keys. There's a tab called keys. These are tower missions, basically Orkin, like little black holes inside the solar system. They're patches where you can go inside and basically scavenge through a whole Orkin tower. With these missions have always give you lots of credits at the end. Tower 1's about, if you do a Tower 1 mission, it's about 10,000, 11,000 credits. You can earn a fast way of credits to do that, or you can just sell mods. You can simply sell them in great amounts. There's also Orkin Darlex. Basically these are corrupted and decaying spaceships that you can play with, but you need to go to the shop and then actually buy the blueprint. It's keys and drones, and Orkin Darlex. These certain Warframes need to go to certain places, like Necros, right here. Where is he? He's right here. Basically, this guy you need to achieve to go to the Orkin Derlect assassination mission to defeat the J2000 Golem. But I'm getting way too detailed for a noob's guide. And sometimes I want to explain, every time you log in, you can get an award, like to get a percentage off of platinum. I have Steam, so if I wanted to buy platinum, that would be 20% off because I got that as a login reward. Pretty nifty. The best percentage is about 75%. That's just insane. You should buy platinum if you get one of those. And yeah, there's different sentinels, color palettes to customize your Warframe, your colors. Also you have your options menu. Forgot about this. This game is very graphic intensive, but with a good computer it looks beautiful as a free-to-play game. It has very good options to choose, and if you do have an NVIDIA graphics card, you can turn on the physics effects and they look very nice in this game. Of course you got your controls and your audio. That's very self-explanatory. You got your HUD. You can show your FPS, which is not normal in most games. And here's your basic your fix of getting lag. This game does tend to get frustrating if you do play with strangers, because you want your region to be where you want it to be, your ping limit, so you don't lag everywhere, you don't teleport anywhere. And yeah, so this is I forgot to explain, these are invasion missions. Invasion missions are basically when one faction attacks another faction and you have the choice. Well, this one's infested, so let me go to Corpus. Corpus, let's see. Well, here's one. So it's invasion with the Corpus. So you can either side with the Corpus faction to get this payment. You have to do it the mission a couple amount of times to get this reward, or you can side with the Grenadier to get 3 detonite injectors. There are some weapons that do need dojo requirement. Dojos do have research. They have certain weapons, say like my Kastanas. My Kastanas I had to research in the Corpus research facility. And if you do want to join my clan, you can always send me an invite. If you want to, donate resources, help contribute to my clan, that would be very well appreciated. Well, there is a couple more details about this game, but I'm not going to go into that because this is a noob's guide. Just want to get you guys started. Whoops. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed. See you guys.